All right. Intro. Have you ever wondered where to start on your crypto journey? Do I go into NFTs? Do I play games? Do I trade? There's a lot. Let me rephrase myself. There's a shit ton of stuff that you can get into. But if you're a newbie, such as myself, not, then you've clicked on the right video. How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the Boss Lando Guild. My name is Sahil, your one and only tall and important host on this channel. Before we get into the specifics, why don't you do me a favor? Like the video, subscribe, share this video with your family and friends. I'm not sick. This is all primarily emphasis for the video, and I'm glad to see you guys back. Alright, so let's talk about token play versus NFTs and where you should start. Now you may be asking yourself, what's the difference between a token and an NFT? When the word token is also in the acronym NFT. So a token is something that is fungible. So say your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Solana, they're basically built on its own individual blockchain. Whereas an NFT also exists on its own blockchain, whether it's built on Binance, etc., whatever, you name it. A non-fungible token, NFT for short, is something that is unique and cannot be utilized anywhere else. So let's talk about the difference. When we say a token or a cryptocurrency, it basically means it's a fiat or a fiat. You can use it anywhere as a medium of exchange, you can trade it one for one, and so on and so forth. Let me give you guys an example. If I have this 1,000 peso bill here, it means that it's applicable both in Manila, and if I travel to Boracay, I can also use it there. Whereas if I carry, say, a Kaiju Kings NFT on me, I cannot go to Boracay and order a nice delicious buko juice by giving him a JPEG. So you get what I mean? An NFT is something that is unique, something that cannot be redistributed, or generally has no value outside of the economy. Now, what example can I give you of something that is non-fungible? You're non-fungible. When I mean you're non-fungible, I mean you're unique. That means I cannot find another person like you anywhere. You're the one for me. Anyway, Valentine's is over. I'm still single. I guess the soul searching on the previous video did not work, but it's okay. We move on. A real life example of something that is non-fungible is, say for example, your car plate number. If you have a car plate number that's ABC123, that means it cannot be made anywhere outside of the country that you live in. You catching on? All right, good. Pay a close eye so you know what you'll really want at the end of this video. Okay, now let's separate the two on a more realistic basis. Cryptocurrency or a token is something that is used as a medium of exchange. It is a payment system, you name it, etc. Whereas an NFT, a non-fungible token, is basically intellectual property. So say if you own a JPEG, you own a PNG, a picture that you buy on OpenSea or wherever, if you get it from a trade, that means it basically has no value outside of its economy. You can trade it for what it's worth, sell it for what it's worth, etc., etc. So now that we have the basics out of the way, let's talk about the difference between investing in an NFT and actually getting into token play. So if you want to get into token play, this basically means that you're willing to invest your time, your dedication, and a lot of energy simply to gain a profit out of it. Because these tokens in game, say example for Titan Arena, you have your THC, a utility token is something that is considered as fungible. It is used as a medium of exchange, whether it's for upgrades or if you're looking to buy something else on the marketplace, but not the NFT itself. You need real money for that. The NFT itself is a non-fungible token because it has no purpose outside of Titan Arena. You can't go out into the real world and buy say a whiskey and a Coke with an assassin from Titan Arena. The world is not there yet. Now this video is gonna come off short and some of it won't make sense since the metaverse is only maybe 10% of what it actually is. But if you're looking to get into token play, and as I said earlier, this means that you're willing to put in time, dedication, and sacrifice a lot of man hours in order to generate a profit. Whereas in investing in NFTs, it's a more passive type of investment. You invest in an NFT, whether it's at minting price or if you get a decent deal off of it, then you wait for it later on to maybe strike up in value or cash out at equilibrium. Now, how should you decide from there moving on? As I said, with token play, you have to put in a lot of man hours. You're going to have to look at the highs and lows. This also applies to NFTs as well, but the highs and lows of token play extend beyond the confines of just the game itself, because you have to worry about the ups and downs of the token price. You'll have to look at the floor, etc. There's a lot of stuff that you have to keep a close eye to. Whereas in NFTs, as I said, it's a more passive investment. I mean, it depends on how intense of a trader you are. If you're looking to buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, it really all varies up to you. Token play requires just a lot more than, buying an NFT and playing. Depends if you're a manager, you can get scholars to do your work for you. But if you're looking to put a team together for yourself, whether it's on Axie, Titan Arena, cyberspace, you get the idea. Like our older feature of vids that know which NFT game to play, hosted by me and my best friend Cobbs. Shout out to Gabo, our production manager. All hearts for you, ladies, he's single. So yeah, those are basically the preliminaries, whether you want to get into token play or into NFTs. In NFTs, remember, you're just looking at purchasing, whether it's a piece of artwork, intellectual property, and that's all there is to it. You don't really do much afterwards. You own it, but you don't have any right to redistribute it or put it on any merchandise or a mug. At best, you can set it as your Twitter profile picture, but beyond that, the thing is not entirely yours. Again, the person who's responsible for the artwork makes up to 5 to 10% in royalties, so shouts to you. Now in token play, and as I will continue to repeat myself on all of our videos, there are a lot more risks going into it. Again, remember, you're going to sacrifice your time, your effort, you're going to have to keep a close eye on the token, you're going to have to farm those tokens, you have to make sure you're getting the right upgrades. It's a lot that goes into it. Think of it as grinding for an MMORPG. Whether it's on WoW, you're looking to upgrade your Warlock, your Death Knight, etc., focus on farming quests. It's pretty much the same thing with token play. You're gonna have to put in a lot of hours, meet your quota, make sure that at best you're trying to generate a profit, but there aren't really any dictators of the market unless Elon Musk tweets about it. Sell. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not really that goes into a lot of these token play. It's pretty straightforward. If you're looking to know more, my main suggestion would be to read the white paper, because these tokens aren't all ERC20 compatible tokens. Not all of these utility tokens and governance tokens are necessarily considered fungible. When we say fungible, they have value outside of the economy of the game. That means you can trade it on its brother marketplaces, unlike the NFTs where you're going to have to use the game's respective marketplace in order to make a trade, sell, or buy. So yeah, I hope you've somehow consumed this messy cesspool of knowledge that I have just passed on to you. Should you have any comments, questions, or queries, leave them down in the comment section below, and we will try to get back to you as soon as possible. We promise this time. Once again, this has been Sahil from the Boss Lando Guild, and I hope to see you on the flip side.